So this is what's in my backpack for back to school 2023. And if we're just meeting, hi, I'm Austin. I'm a junior in college this year, studying digital media production, and I also make YouTube videos like this. So the first thing that we'll talk about, and we'll do it very briefly, is this. This is my iPad. It's kind of my daily driver when it comes to my back to school workflow. I don't really carry a laptop with me, and so I have my desktop set up, which is right here, where I do 90% of my computing work. I then have my iPad, which is kind of the in-between of my school and desk situations. This just helps me edit PDFs, take notes, all that kind of stuff. I did an entire video on my iPad. The link's in the description. Check that out. The second thing that I carry with me every day is this. I always kind of call it just my white book. For me, I'm much more intentional about coming back and reading into those ideas more whenever I have them written down on paper, because I do everything digital, so it's kind of just a different vibe. Also, sometimes there are just things that you want to write down on actual physical sheets of paper. Now, going into what I've always called the pencil and pen section of my backpack is exactly that. It's pretty much all of my writing utensils, and I also sometimes will put my Apple Pencil in here. I always carry a variety of pens. I really like these in some kind of way. These are the Papermate, I think, Papermate InkJoy pens, and I bought like a 24 pack in like varying colors, and I am a big fan of colors. I like the kind of color coordination of like your notes whenever I was taking analog notes. But I also just think that colored pens are fun, and if it's not fun, you're not going to use it. And I kind of cycle the colors in and out. I have, like I said, a lot more colors, so I kind of just spin those in. I also recently was kind of given one of these. This is a Sharpie S-Gel pen. I was given one of those for free, and I really like it because I smear my ink all the time with pens, but this one very rarely smears. So that's if you're like me with that kind of problem when it comes to like black pens, S-Gel is really good. Next up is a Sharpie. I always carry a Sharpie with me. If I ever need it, I've got one. If you don't carry a Sharpie with you, you're never gonna find one. Nobody really carries Sharpies, and if they do, they don't want to lend them out. So just get a black Sharpie and carry it with you. I do also carry some pencils as well. I only use mechanical pencils, and I honestly very rarely use them at all at this point. I used to carry like so many pencils. Now I think I carry like 3 in my backpack. Also, whenever school is in session, I will carry this around with me. This is my SSD, which is basically my fast-paced editing work off of drive. If I ever need to transfer files from school computers to this, or if I need to just bring files to school to work off of, or whatever the case may be, this is the tool that I use for that. Also, in the kind of pencil compartment bag of the backpack here is my ND filter for my camera. This basically acts as sunglasses for the lens, so as you can see, it kind of darkens everything. And that is really helpful in the bright, sunny, southeastern days that I kind of experience a lot of the time during school. So I always carry this with me. It's just kind of a good piece of kit to have with you if you're a videographer or a photographer. When it comes to other camera gear that I have with me a lot of the time, it is the camera that I'm shooting on right now, which is a Canon M50. And then I also carry with me a lot of the time these mics that are in my bag as well. These are the Rode Wireless Go's, just wireless kind of lav mics. Next is what I call the AirPods Pocket. And we'll start off with the obvious thing that goes in there, which is these right here, the AirPods. I truly can't imagine going to school without my AirPods. I'm a commuting college student, and so when I'm walking between classes or when I'm parking my car or whatever, I've got my AirPods in, just walking around. I'm a big podcast listener guy. For me, it helps the day kind of stay at pace. Music is cool too. I've recently kind of gotten back more into music, but definitely a podcast guy when I'm walking around campus, and the AirPods, specifically AirPods Pro, save me so many times in that regard. So outside of my AirPods, there are 3 things that are always in my AirPods pocket of my backpack. First off is a microfiber. It's super important. I have a lot of screens. I got a phone screen, watch screen, iPad screen, camera screens, camera lens. I wear blue lights a lot of the time, blue light glasses, so you gotta wipe those off. Basically any glass and microfiber is perfect for that, and I always carry some, and you can get them on Amazon. I also swear by this. I honestly got really into it in the winter. We had a really, really cold, like disproportionately cold winter this year. This is Carmex, just lip balm chapstick. I liked the like squeezy tube for a little bit, but this is just way, 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 way better. So I recommend this chapstick a ton. I know everybody kind of has their preference of chapsticks, but if you're looking for one, or if you've never tried chapstick or whatever, because I was a hater for a long time, this stuff's really good. Then the last kind of thing that always lives in my backpack is this. This is an SD card wallet case, so I always keep this with me because there's been multiple times where I've like went to shoot sections of old vlogs, and I'd go there with a dry camera and I would just get so sad So I purchased this. I can't explain how many times this has saved me from a content creation perspective. I now never have to worry about having a dry camera when I get places. Lastly, for like things that are in my backpack all the time is this. This is my Hydro Flask, my water bottle. It's helpful to carry this water. You never know when you're gonna get thirsty, and just, it's helpful to have. Lastly, I'll give you guys a look at the bag of choice. This is the North Face Recon. It's kind of the perfect size bag for me. I would say it's like a medium to large sized bag. It's not huge by any stretch of the imagination. My personal favorite feature of this bag for my use case, content creator, like I said, is the fact that you have these adjustable kind of tie down straps on the sides. So that way I can throw a tripod into the water bottle pocket and just tie it up so that way it's not kind of sloshing all over the place. I've had this bag since I was a senior in high school, so I guess 3 years ago now. And I mean, by no means does it look like perfect, but it hasn't taken that much of a beating, all things considered. I think this bag's like $100 and I literally carry it every day. It truly is the best daily driving backpack that I've ever had. I really recommend investing into a good backpack because they just never die, and you don't want it to die mid-year, all your books fall through the bottom or whatever. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is everything that's in my backpack for 2023 school year. If you have any kind of questions or need recommendations or whatever for products that you saw in this video, or you want alternatives, feel free to drop a comment and I'll try and help out as best I can. Yeah, with that being said, I'm Austin. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Make sure to like and subscribe and comment and do all that stuff, and I'll see you all next week. Peace.